YouTube channel. So I thought I would upload a second video, but this one is going to be about getting your first tattoo. I do apologise if you hear any construction. I live on a new build estate and they're building right outside my house, but hopefully you won't be able to hear anything. Anyway, let's get into the video. I got mine when I was 18 and I'm 26 now, so what, 8 years ago. Time has flown. That's scary. Anyway, and basically the mistakes that I personally made and what to expect when you go and get your first tattoo done. So first off, I personally didn't do my research. I knew what I wanted because I'd thought about it for a long time, and if you watch my previous YouTube video on my tattoo tour, explanation of why I got my ankle tattoo in the first place, but I'll put a bit of a snippet in to show you my first tattoo and what it looks like. I knew the design. I wrote it up. Wow, hello UK, hon. I drew the design up on what I wanted and the placement because I knew I wanted it to wrap around my ankle. I didn't know much detail. I literally just wanted the name Olivia and it ended up being in a daisy chain. I didn't think about the shading, colour, nothing. I just knew that's what I wanted. Anyways, where I didn't do my research was the tattoo studio. I literally used to drive past this tattoo studio every day for work, and I lived by the area, so I knew it was there. Didn't know the artists, didn't know what their work was like, nothing. I literally walked in and just said, can I please have this done? And then it was done straight away. The thing is, what I should have done was do a research on the kind of style of tattoo that I want, the kind of artist work, especially now you've got Instagram. There's so many platforms that you can look at and see what their artist works like. They'll have photos of what tattoos they've produced previously. They will probably have reviews as well on what they're like as a person, because we've got to remember there's so much to take into consideration when you get your tattoo. Personally, this is major for me as well, because that tattoo is on you for life. When you look at it, you remember who done it, you remember the stories, you remember how you felt, you remember the studio. Because you're so nervous, you need to feel at ease. You need to go into that place and feel comfortable. You don't want to feel so nervous, and for the artist or studio to make you even feel more nervous. Like, at the end of the day, you're paying them for a service. So when you found the artist that you really like, I would personally message them. You need to think about what you're willing to pay. Now, this is where people don't realise, do not negotiate the price. There is a reason why tattooists charge what they charge, and it's like me going into a shop and turning around and buying, I don't know, a cardigan and be like, oh no, it's not worth that money, so you need to drop your price down because I think it should be this amount instead of however it's priced. You just don't do it. You just don't buy it and you walk away. Or because of the quality on what you're getting, actually you pay more. It's your tattoo at the end of the day, and you've got to think about how much it's worth to you. Personally, I think when it comes to tattoos and money, it's a great investment. It's on you for life. Not something I took into consideration. My first tattoo was only £80 and it was done, I don't know, it took a couple of hours, I guess, which I think is a fantastic price. There's no problem with that. That's, say, £40 an hour. But where my issue was that I didn't know what to expect with the artist. I didn't know what he specialised in. Now, there's no point, that's another thing, there's no point going to a tattoo artist when you want a geometric tattoo and they specialise in realism. It's just, that's not their forte, and sometimes they will turn around and turn you away, like, look, this is what I'm not into. Wanted something different, they want to mix it up a bit, because that's not their forte. You can't expect them to produce the image that's in your mind because you haven't even seen that image and what they can produce. Does that make sense? Once you've figured out what you want, you've done your research, you spoke to the artist, they've told you the price. Normally you would then pay a deposit, which is non-refundable. In many cases, I think some do refund, but I know there is a lot of miscommunication when it comes to deposits, because personally when I see a deposit it means I'm putting that money down and I know I'm not going to get it back. So that's just something to think about if you do cancel, that you may lose some money. So make sure that you are going to go through the tattoo and the day is absolutely fine before you commit to anything. Now you're all set, you know what you're going to pay, you know the tattoo, you know what you're getting. Now think of the placement. The tattoo artist will tell you whereabouts the best place probably is to place it on your body. So say if you wanted one on your arm, they know best, like just listen to them, because I wanted some script on my knee. Now when I went to the tattoo artist, he said, look, it's going to warp, you think how many times you bend your knee. I was like, yeah, of course, good points. What we done, we put it below my globe and just above my knee, and it's honestly the perfect position. Now, if he didn't turn around and tell me that and just gone with what I expected and what I wanted, then it would have looked shocking. It wouldn't have looked good. So just remember that the tattoo artist does know best. Field of expertise. They do this day in, day out. So please don't try and be difficult. That being said, if it's in a place that you really don't want, it's on you for life. So don't go through with it, and maybe think of a different design, maybe speak with them, because they'll come up with different concepts for you and what will and won't work. That's their job at the end of the day. So don't feel discouraged if they turn around and say this is not the best place for it, or it's not going to work. Now, what I used to do is have the tattoo completely in my mind of the concept. I wanted this, like literally every single detail. Now I'm a bit more laid back because of the artists I go to. I love every single tattoo they do. It's just, I don't mind what they do it because I know it's going to turn out unreal, and maybe give them an idea and what the kind of thing I like and what I'm into, but I let them have free reign. I feel like I come out with a much better tattoo afterwards, especially with how my sleeve is turning out. I'm so pleased with it. I absolutely love it, and I didn't have full control over it. I've just let Tom do what he wants to do. On the actual tattoo day, don't feel nervous. You will be absolutely fine. I think people make it out to be that it's so painful and how do you manage it, because the amount of people turn around to me and say, how did you get all that done? It's not as bad. It's not as bad as people make out. I think your brain tells you it's going to be more painful than it actually is. So everybody that I speak to is pleasantly surprised, and that's why they then get numerous tattoos, because actually it's not as bad as they thought it was going to be. I always treat myself to a yo sushi before, just something that I love, and it just makes me feel good because it feels like a treat and it relaxes me. Obviously, just to make sure that you have eaten, you have drunk a lot of fluids, and you haven't gone out drinking the night before, because you want your body to be in the best way possible and be healthy. I personally haven't been tattooed hungover, and I couldn't think of anything worse. I recommend, yeah, just making yourself feel comfortable, making yourself feel at ease. I used to always bring someone with me. I know obviously due to what's going on in the world that you now have to go by yourself. Just make sure you tell people obviously where you are going to and what tattoo artist, what time your tattoo is booked for, just so they know where you are, or they can obviously wait out for you, but obviously they probably might be waiting 10 minutes or all day. Now I prefer to go by myself. I just feel a lot more relaxed and I feel more comfortable. Otherwise, if my friend comes with me, I personally feel like they're looking over my shoulder, and I feel like I'm putting pressure on the tattoo artist whilst they're working. I know it's also a comfort thing for other people, so it's a bit hard, because I used to bring people along with me because I was so nervous. Now I've had so many done, I'm quite happy to travel where I want, and I actually like my own space and my own time by myself anyway. So I hope this helps. Please send me a picture of what you do get, because I absolutely love seeing people's tattoos and seeing all different styles. honestly, it's a massive passion of mine. I'll link my Instagram handles below, so it'd be lovely if you could come and give me a follow over there, and obviously like this video and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. And also let me know what you want to see in the future, because my content is mainly going to be about tattoos and homeware. So yeah, look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you, bye.